Hey guys! Today's spicy video is a guide on the legendary Reliquaries glove and armor. Usually, I would say that Team 1 is Trust Stone free, but I had to make an exception just because of Wave 4. Reflex can be a pain at the start of the wave, so in order to help this problem, I would recommend some reaction block rate. But that is the only thing I am really using for this team. I try to purposely nerf my team to show that you don't need crazy stuff to get by. The purpose of Team 1 is to guide you through most of the way. Team 2 is a different story. So let's take a look at our first MR unit. Silma, she's a great unit capable of long-range single-target attacks. I gave her the jeweled ring +6 so that she could keep fighting for long durations. A great budget unit for PvE, recommend the Rama Esper for her. Now on to our next MR unit, Selir. She is truly an all-star in PvE. I recommend Prunus Lamina +6 for casting time reduction. I did give her the Genji glove for a higher damage capacity. You can use Trust Stones instead if you don't have it. Selir will be carrying a lot of high damage for this quest. Just another great budget-friendly unit. Now on to our next unit and first 100 cost. Black Rose Helena. She is not a highly recommended unit for this quest. You could use other calculator units if you have them. But if you are using Helena, she is very reliable and will get the job done. It's always a good feeling to pair her up with her own vision card. Now on to our next UR unit, Skahal. Prunus Lamina +6, Spectacles in the Magic String TMR will help him deal a lot of damage. One thing I would like to point out for my Skahal is that I don't use his counterattack ability. Although it's incredibly good, I don't use it in my runs because it adds another layer of RNG you can't control. But I do recommend that you use it. For our final unit, Ildira. I do recommend her for this quest. There's a lot of fire-based enemies in the early stages. She can do a lot of damage to the fire-based enemies, especially if you put on the right vision cards in Esper. Not to mention that she is a great healer. That sums up Team 1. Sequencing should get you pretty far with this team. Team 2 is completely up to your choice, or I would tell you that you should use your best team. The final boss is Bahamut, and magic works the best against him. He has high resistance to everything else, so I would recommend that you run a few decent magic units. So here is a quick look at my Team 2. Every member is running HP stones and magic stones except Bradley. He has attack stones. On Wave 8, be prepared to encounter poison. It's a little annoying to deal with, but you could technically run poison resistance. Once again, remember you don't need to copy my Team 2. You should be using your best formation, which should include some magic units. The last portion of the quest always has a lot of RNG. So expect different outcomes when attempting it. Honestly, the first few waves are actually pretty easy. Enjoy the tactics.
This battle shall be
Move
ours.
Ildira to a specific spot and use level water.
Take this!
Don't move Silma and just gain some AP. Move Selir to a specific spot, then use Thundiga. Don't move Skahal and gain some AP. Use Helena to cast level Dark and don't move.
No mercy!
You will not escape.
Move Ildira to a specific spot, then use level water. Move Silma to a specific spot, then use jamming thrust. Move Selir to a specific spot, then use bolt surge. Move Skahal to a specific spot, then use Thundiga disposer.
Are you prepare
Move
to
Helena
lose
to a
your
specific
lives?
spot, then use level dark.
Die!
I shall end you.
Use Ildira to cast level water and don't move.
All according to calculation.
Move Silma to the crystal and cast jamming thrust on the golden Qatar.
You? Hate!
Move Selir to a specific spot, then cast thunder on the golden Qatar. Use Skahal to cast Thundaga, then move to a specific spot. Move Helena to a specific spot, then use Devastation.
No mercy!
Move Ildira to a specific spot, then use Karaga.
Here
Allow
I
me
go.
to help.
Move Silma to a specific spot, then summon the Esper.
Gotcha! Victory! We did it!
Commencing mission.
I'm
Let's
going
go.
to break you on us.
Kings to fight. The real fight is now.
This battle shall be
Move
ours.
Ildira to a specific spot, then cast level water. This is the part that reflex can be a pain.
Just as I thought.
Move Silma to a specific spot, then use resistance break.
I'll be with you.
Move Selir to a specific spot, then use Thundaga. Move
I cannot
Skahal
let
to
you
a
leave
specific
here
spot,
alive.
then cast Guard Haste on Ildira. Move
you
Helena
prepared
to
to
a
lose
specific
your
spot,
lives?
then use Cure on Silma.
I shall cover you.
Let
I
me
will
help you.
not lose. Run away!
Move Ildira to a specific spot, then use Height Holy.
All according
Move
to
Silma to a
calculation.
specific spot, then cast Jamming Thrust on the Bandit.
You?
Move Selir to a specific spot, then cast Bolt Surge. Move Skahal to a specific spot, then use Guard Haste on himself.
Lay down.
Move Helena to a specific spot, then use Cura on Ildira.
Steady
Sorry.
yourself.
Your help is appreciated. Here I go.
Use Ildira to disable the Bandit and don't move.
Time to move out. Hit them with everything you got.
Move Skahal to a specific spot, then cast Flare on Ralder. Move Silma to a specific spot, then use Resistance Break on the Bandit.
Off with you.
Move Selir to the Crystal, then cast Bolt Surge on Ralder.
It seems like I can do a lot of
Use
killing now.
Ildira to cast Height Holy and don't move.
Take this!
I shall end you.
Run away!
Move Helena to a specific spot, then cast Level Dark.
Die!
Use Skahal to cast Thundaga Disposer and don't move. Move Ildira to a specific spot, then use Karaga.
You're
I go.
cutting it close.
Use Silma to cast Resistance Break, then move to a specific spot.
It's you?
Move Selir to a specific spot, then summon your Esper. If you don't have it, then just move her to the crystal and cast Thunder. Move Skahal to a specific spot, then cast Thunder. Move Helena to a specific spot, then use Devastation.
No mercy!
Move Ildira to a specific spot, then cast Height Water. Use Silma to cast Jamming Thrust.
Off with you! Victory! We did it! Allow me. This should help.
Move
cannot let
Skahal
you
to a
leave here
specific
alive.
spot, then cast Thundaga Disposer. Move
battle shall
Ildira
be
to a
ours.
specific spot, then use Level Water.
All according to calculations. Let's take them all
Move
down.
Silma to a specific spot, then use Unavoidable Pain.
Gotcha!
Use Salir to cast Thunder and don't move. Move Helena to a specific spot and use her ultimate.
Prepare yourself.
Sometimes, my Silma dies here. Sometimes, she doesn't. This does hurt my turn actions just a little bit. Use Salir to cast Thundaga and don't move. Use Ildira to smack Skahal awake. Move Skahal up to cast Bio.
Prepare yourself!
Use Helena to cast Black Rose Judgment and don't move. A lot of this wave is RNG. The main goal is to take out as many units as possible.
This should be interesting.
There have been times I have cleared this level with Team 1. Other times, I clear it with Team 2. The benefit of having Team 2 fight during this wave is that you can set up your AP for the final area. One thing I should mention is that Victoria can charm your units, so proceed with caution around her.
I shall cover you.
The rest of this wave is me trying to get the most value out of Team 1. Remember to keep an eye on turn order.
Well then,
Seems
shall
we
we
cannot
begin?
avoid this battle. Try this!
I will not lose.
You wouldn't want to accidentally put your team in a bad situation.
Take this!
Not so fast! Fired up!
Okay, everyone, let's move out. And this!
Ow!
I'm gonna kill you. I won't let you get away. Sorry. It seems like I can do a lot of killing now. You might not make it through this one. Not will
Now
impede
here comes my second
yours.
team. With them spawning in on wave 7, I try to keep their AP high. Remember that you don't need to fully clear wave 10 if you only want to complete one of the equipment. If you clear wave 7, you will have enough material to fully awaken one of the equipment. An important strategy or something to keep in mind is to not waste your best attacks. Especially if they are capable of hitting multiple enemies or debuffing them. You will need all the firepower you have to take out Bahamut.
Return to silence.
The reason I am using a tank in my formation is to avoid all the big AoE that happens in the last area.
This!
The time.
It's not necessary to run a tank, but it makes it easier knowing what the enemies will target next.
Wide open.
I do make use of Liviel's poison on a few enemies in the final area.
Going down.
The rest of the video, I won't be commenting as much since it's not a sequence step by step.
無茶をする子供だ。青臭い。
Worry not, we stand together.
Finally, the last area with 51 turns remaining. My first strategy here is to get the 4 enemies caught up in my AoE attacks.
I swear
you
to
all right?
protect everyone! Naught will impede me. To arms! Wide open!
邪魔な能力だ。排除する。君は何回殺せば死ぬのかね。
Next, I have Dialdo move away from the group so that the poison AoE is at a minimum.
Silence. Silence, come
一緒
forward.
なら負けっこない
You will also want to move your team to the right. The next 2 waves will have spawns there. Except for wave 10, 2 enemies will spawn where you started at.
You think this won't hurt? Not your way.
私が始末する。
Don't underestimate the poison, it will get you by surprise. Looking back at this run, I realized that I spend too much time healing.
全力をぶつける
It is also very important to summon your map Esper to debuff the enemies. I'm sure by now everyone watching these videos understands how important it is.
I shall stop you!
These marshmallows are pretty annoying. Why is a marshmallow even poisonous?
By the trouble.
Is it supposed to be a spicy marshmallow?
無茶をする子供だ。青臭い。感謝す
We
る。
stand together.
The time is nigh.
Wave 9 only has 3 enemies. Just utilize your abilities wisely.
Leave the rest to me.
Unfortunately, I wasn't being too careful, and the majority of my units have poison.
We're going down.
I'll get the bad guy!
I am curious if anyone watching this has completed the other 6 legendary reliquaries. I'm still enjoying the difficulty these quests bring, but I do understand that it's very time-consuming. That is the purpose of these videos. Hopefully, they can shorten the amount of time needed to complete these quests.
Got this!
感謝する。
Wide open.
No chance.
昔ほど俺が最強の
I got
目
very
だ。
lucky that my Dialdo didn't die from that attack.
Barely a scratch. Stay down.
You think this won't hurt?
Let's go. Final wave, 23 turns to go. I cut it close on this run, but a victory is a victory. There's no reason to play nice to such a difficult quest. I tried to get as many enemies as possible lined up for my AoE attacks.
臭い。
力を。Try to endure.
Silence, come forth.
君は何回殺せば死ぬのかね。
It turns out poison works really good against these guys.
Thank you. You're going down.
I shall stop you.
I honestly think Bahamut has just a little too much HP. The overall times I had to retry this quest wasn't too much. It could be that I'm getting used to using the same set of units. Team 1 has been such a success on getting me to the last few waves of Reliquaries. For my own account, Renoa is an excellent addition.
I will crush you.
全力をぶつける。
You think this won't hurt?
私が始末する。
I honestly didn't know if I was going to be able to complete this run, considering the number of bad decisions I played out. I'm glad I didn't just quit and restart. As easy as it is to get here, I really didn't want to have to do another recording.
going down.
Let's go.
There it is. I could only hope our community could get some value out of this video. Thanks for watching.